Well, good morning to you, Kentuckiana. It is 7 o'clock here on your Wednesday morning on WHAS 11 Plus. I'm Jim Stratman. Thanks for joining us this morning as we welcome back in meteorologist Matt Breland, who brought the cold temperatures from Mississippi. Matt, I didn't think it got that cold down there.
I don't know if I brought them from Mississippi, but definitely the temperatures are changing just at the right time that I'm back.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, okay.
We do have the chilly air headed our direction. You'll notice the temperatures already changing this morning. We already saw our high temperature for the day. It was a few hours ago in the 50s, and now we're in the 40s as the chilly air starts to arrive as we're going through sunrise this morning. 40 degrees near Seymour, 44 here in Louisville, 49 there in Lebanon, 48 near Campbellsville. But as we go later on into the day, we are going to continue seeing these chilly conditions arriving. You'll notice the front right developing there. That's where that line of cold air is starting to sweep its way closer into Kentuckiana. That's going to be keeping us chilly as we go throughout the rest of the day. So you can expect clear skies, but temperatures to stay in the 40s as we go throughout the afternoon. As we head later on into the night, we will see those temperatures return back into the 30s, and we're really getting chilly for Thanksgiving morning. You can expect a few passing clouds for Thanksgiving morning and temperatures to be in between the upper 20s and the lower 30s. So it is going to be a chilly round of air as we head into our day tomorrow and into Thanksgiving afternoon. More sunshine, but temperatures struggling to get close to 40 degrees. If you're hopping on the school bus soon, you can expect those temperatures to stay in the mid-40s with a few passing clouds. Also staying in the mid-40s throughout the later parts of the day with a few of those passing clouds as well. So just a little bit of sunshine mixed in throughout the later hours of the day. And as I mentioned, temperatures will be ranging into those mid-40s as we go throughout the afternoon. So definitely some colder air headed our direction. We're also talking about the chances for a little bit of sleet mixed in with some rain showers arriving this weekend. We'll have all those details coming up in a few short minutes. Here's an update on traffic this morning. As of right now, we are continuing to monitor a slow spot on I-71. That is where the right-hand shoulder is blocked due to a stalled vehicle on I-71 northbound at exit 5 near exit 23A, 23B. Keep that in mind. Jim?
Matt, thank you very much. Our top story this morning, Muhammad Ali International Airport is preparing for its busiest travel day of the year. This week, 36,000 people are expected to fly through Louisville, the same number of flyers the airport saw last year in the midst of a record-breaking air travel year. Overall, AAA is expecting 81.8 million people to travel for Thanksgiving, up nearly 1.6 million compared to this time last year. Despite the anticipated congestion at airports, passengers told our crews that the lines haven't been a problem so far.
Honestly, it was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Like, TSA was quick, and getting the flights was kind of a problem. So our first flights got canceled, actually. We had to rebook, but besides that, it was good.
Now, if you are one of the 71.3 million Americans who are expected to drive this holiday season, AAA says you need to get on the road sooner rather than later. The busiest time for drivers is going to be between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Now, over at the airports, the busiest time is going to be before 8:30 in the morning, so right now. Remember, to give yourself plenty of time to get through security, officials suggest you give it about 2 hours before your scheduled takeoff time. And this may go without saying, but TSA officials say you better leave the turkey and the fixins at home this year. Still, agents see people every single year trying to bring things like gravy and canned vegetables and fruit and maple syrup and cranberry sauce, preserves, jellies, jams, all of it. It's just not ideal to travel with. Now, if you do need to travel with one of these items because your mom just needs that extra side dish for Thanksgiving, well, they're just going to have to go in your checked luggage bag. Definitely can't bring these on in your carry-ons. Well, yesterday's air travel might have been the busiest of the Thanksgiving holiday season if it were not for today. However, the weather across the country could be impacting your plans. Here's ABC's Rena Roy.
This morning, severe storms causing treacherous travel conditions for the Thanksgiving rush. Weather warnings issued across the region with up to 9 inches of snow possible from North Dakota to Michigan. In the south, torrential rain and thunderstorms slamming several states. This tractor trailer veering off I-95 in Chesterfield County, Virginia, exploding into a fireball. Southbound lanes shut down for hours, the driver now facing reckless driving charges. At Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, the air traffic control tower had to partially evacuate over concerns about a possible tornado.
The tower is evacuating and going down to minimal staffing due to a possible tornado over the airport.
The sky's darkening, but no tornado reported. Meanwhile, today, powerful wind gusts are expected from Chicago to Cleveland, which could cause delays at airports already packed with holiday crowds.
Very, very busy. It's very busy right now.
As for the roughly 73 million people hitting the roads this Thanksgiving, some good news. Gas prices have dropped below $3 a gallon in these 29 states, nearly the lowest prices in 4 years.
OPEC has continued to increase or restore oil production for much of this year. So as we get closer to Christmas, I think the news will continue to improve.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Coming home Sunday could also present a couple of challenges for those travelers out there due to snow in the Midwest and storms along the East Coast expected. Let's turn now to some more local news. A teenager and another man are recovering this morning after they were shot in the Jacobs neighborhood. According to the LMPD, the shooting happened on Craig Avenue near the south end of the Waterston Expressway. Around 3:40 yesterday afternoon, the LMPD says they found a 17-year-old girl who had been grazed by a bullet. And while they were helping her, police heard about another gunshot victim, a man who was shot in the leg. Detectives believe that the shooting happened on Collard Avenue, just around the corner from where the victims were found. LMPD says they are looking for a suspect, and anyone with information is asked to use the anonymous tip line 574-LMPD. The LMPD also released the names of the 2 Metro police officers who shot a robbery suspect over the weekend. You're looking at Officer Patrick Norton and Officer Richard Waller. It's been more than 3 weeks. We'll have more on them coming up here in just a minute. We know a little bit more about their disciplinary records. We'll touch on that later on this morning on GMK. But first, we'll talk a little bit about the UPS plane crash. It has been 3 weeks since that deadly plane crash, and the ball is beginning to roll on reopening some of the businesses that were impacted by it. Emergency Management Director Jody Myman says contracted cleanup crews are running ahead of schedule. Phase 1 of 3 is in the cleanup is actually completed. He says phase 1 of reopening is complete. Just a handful of businesses south of the crash. Phase 2 runs north of the Bar Stooges. Nathan Blessett, who works for Rusty Rooster Recycling, says his company was not damaged but was caught up behind the police blockade. He's been waiting for a chance to get back there for weeks now.
Whenever they're allowed to come back here, so we're just getting stuff ready and clean up and get ready because we're going to be pretty busy, I'm sure, since grade A's gone. Grade A Recycling, who lost 3 employees in the crash, won't be reached until phase 3 is complete of this cleanup. The owner of Grade A, Sean Garber, feels even after the cleanup is done, scars will still be fresh.
And that becomes a very hollowed area, not only for Grade A, but for those families and quite frankly for the community.
Garber told us that he's still not sure if he will return his recycling business to its original site.